Welcome back to Who Asked Otaku, the only anime channel where we dive into the minds of your favorite characters and ask the real question no one else wants to touch. Today we're breaking down Lelouch v. Britannia, the man, the myth, the masked revolutionary. Was he a hero, a villain, a tyrant with a tragic heart, or just a high school student who got in way over his head? Let's dive into the complex morality of Lelouch and why Code Geass still has people arguing nearly 2 decades later. Let's start at the root. Lelouch is born royalty, Prince of Britannia, but unlike the cold imperial elite around him, Lelouch rejects the empire's values. He's not drunk on power or obsessed with legacy. He's angry. He's broken. After the death of his mother and the paralysis of his sister Nunnally, Lelouch sees the royal family not as protectors, but as monsters. He's exiled, thrown aside like trash, and forced to grow up in Japan, a country Britannia invades and renamed Area 11. That's where his worldview forms. The strong crush the weak. Justice is meaningless unless you create it yourself, and if no one else will fix the world, he will. This isn't some noble declaration. This is a trauma turned into purpose. That's the core of Lelouch's morality. He believes the world is broken and he'll become the villain if that's what it takes to fix it. Now enter the Geass, the supernatural power that lets Lelouch command anyone to do anything once irresistibly. The catch, it reflects who you are. Lelouch's Geass is about control, fitting for someone who's always had to fake it, manipulate and play chess in real life. But the Geass is more than a power, it's temptation. With every use, Lelouch slides deeper down the slope. He says it's for Nunnally, he says it's for peace, but each choice costs more lives, and more of Lelouch's soul. It starts with soldiers, then he causes mass destruction. Then in one of the darkest moments of the show, he accidentally commands Euphemia to commit mass murder. And instead of stopping everything, he doubles down and uses it to fuel a rebellion. The moment alone proves how pragmatic Lelouch becomes. His morality is not black and white, it's chess. If sacrificing 100 pieces means winning the game, he'll do it, even if it means becoming a monster. Lelouch doesn't fight as himself, he becomes Zero, a masked terrorist leader who rallies the oppressed Japanese population. But here's the question: is Zero a symbol of hope for the people, or is he just a persona Lelouch hides behind so he can play God without guilt? It's both. Lelouch builds a resistance. He liberates people, he empowers the weak, but he also lies to them, uses them, and lets them die without blinking. Every time the Black Knights start to trust him, he pulls something that makes you wonder, is he really doing this for them or for himself? And that's the complexity. Lelouch genuinely wants to make a better world, but his pride, trauma, and desperation twist that goal into something darker. He's not your classic anime savior, he's a manipulator who knows he's manipulating. That duality is what makes him feel so real. Now let's talk about Suzaku, Lelouch's childhood friend and ideological foil. Suzaku plays by the system. He joins the Britannian military, hoping to change it from within. He believes that peace achieved through violence is still violence. Lelouch believes peace can't be achieved without violence. They're opposite, but they're both hypocrites. Suzaku talks about morality but lies constantly. Lelouch talks about sacrifice but refuses to sacrifice Nunnally. They both want peace, they just can't agree on the method. But here's what's wild. Lelouch needs Suzaku because deep down, Lelouch knows he's crossing the lines he shouldn't. He needs someone to keep him grounded, even if they're enemies. And that dynamic is part of what makes Code Geass so morally complex. No one's clean, no one's right, everyone's dragging their ideals through the mud trying to survive. Fast forward to the final act, the Zero Requiem. Lelouch wins. He becomes emperor, unites the world. Then he becomes a tyrant. He makes himself into the enemy of the entire planet. He takes on all the hatred, all the fear, and in the final move, Suzaku, dressed as Zero, kill him publicly. The world thinks the villain is dead. Peace follows, and Lelouch dies as the demon king everyone hates while secretly being the one who made peace possible. It's the ultimate sacrifice, but it leaves you with a question. Did he have to do it that way? Could he have achieved peace without so much death? Was he really selfless? Or was it his final chess move to give his life meaning? Did he want redemption or just control over how the story ended? The show never gives a clean answer. That's the brilliance of it. It forces you to decide if Lelouch is justified. Lelouch v Britannia is one of the most layered characters in anime because his morality isn't fixed. It shifts, it evolves, it breaks, it reforms. He's not a hero, not a villain. He's a person with godlike power trying to force the world to make sense when deep down he barely understands it himself. And that's why years later, fans still debate him because his actions challenge us. Would you have done the same if you had Geass? Would you sacrifice yourself to create a peaceful world? Or would the power corrupt you too? In the end, Lelouch is what Code Geass was always about: freedom, control, sacrifice, and the impossible choices between them. Thanks for watching Who Asked Otaku. Drop a comment with your thoughts on Lelouch's morality. Did he go too far, or was it all worth it? And don't forget to like, sub, and hit the bell for anime breakdowns that go way deeper than your average video. Bye, guys.